Hello guys, it's Cherie here. So I was playing around with a few different box ideas over the weekend, thinking about what makes the box the most fun to play. And I think this one has been the best one. I tried playing like AoE tank push, all that stuff. No, it wasn't all that fun, but this one, it's quite something. So starting with the pick and bans, I get first banned Kyra. Kyra is a really strong assassin, especially against all the mages. So that's gone. I'm playing a double Lancer revive tank, so I pick one of them, in this case the Hilda over the Landius. Faction buffs for a lot of my units. And really, this is the key part where I make my opponent think into that they should play a tank push AoE team. So we'll see how that happens. Next, they ban the Omega, another assassin, the Lucretia, which is a extremely strong juggler killer. So of course, these two gets banned out and they pick up the juggler. It's quite fine. Here I have 3 assassins in the box, the third one being the Cherie, so I take her here. Next, lose a bunch of more healers, more the rush, and another assassin sort of. And then they start going for their AoE units. So the first, the Bozo, extremely strong right now, can carry entire games just by himself. I go after his act against. The only way that I'm gonna lose here to this is really to like double AoE. Like jump the juggler plus Ares AoE, that can kill entire teams. I'll go after the act against. I don't really care about their Rosencio. Just let them have it. It's not like I'm really playing AoE here anyways, except for like the one Kruger I have here. But that's really just flex. So they take one of the healers in Langrisser, also a pretty good faction buff. So for my healer pick, I take Tiaris. She has attack blessing. She is extremely weak against AoE. So of course they're going to usually let Tiaris through. And next I get the Luna here, losing out my Rosencio finally. And the Nancy Jessica, which is also a really strong teleport initiate for the Cherie. But this is fine. They go for another AoE, Kruger. So very strong AoE debuff. But his team is entirely magic versus the Luna, versus the Cherie, versus the Cherie with attack blessing, and also the last pick Mu, which can also teleport units onto grasslands. And this really brings me back to, you know, the Season 2 Cherie, Season 2 and 3 Cherie, really. Where you play her with the Earth Elf Knights, with Shadow Raid, and she's just going in, assassinating people left and right just by herself, and the entire team is built around the Cherie. If not Cherie, I have other units like Omega, Kyra, the other assassins. You can even add in more if you like. So here we get the attack blessing here, get a lucky Tail Breeze. I really didn't need a Tail Breeze. Because we count the tiles here, from where Cherie is standing here, she can already attack up to here. And with the +2 mobility from Luna, she can engage a bit more range. But here it's like, I can reach any of them using Mu's teleport. I can teleport Cherie onto any of these forest and grassland tiles. My opponent does not have any sort of single target engage. So at best, he can leave up Juggler for last move and jump in front of the Cherie. Try to damage her, but it's really gonna do that much. Cherie doesn't care about being in water. So the next best is like Sleep or Stun with Bozo in case I really have to teleport Cherie in. But with Cherie's long legs plus Luna's, you know, additional +2 mobility, there's really not a whole lot my opponent can do with their short leg team. So here I just get the lucky Tenyo breeds. And then we go for the Luna here. Faction buff, so now this Cherie is fully buffed in just 2 actions. Attack buff, plus 15% from Luna's hat. Attack blessing. We got the Earth Elf Knights. And we're in range to basically strike anyone here. I'm just looking for either the Rosencio or Bozo. If I can force them to move away, which my opponent did have the chance to, starting from first action. You could have moved the Rosencio back, then moved the Bozo back instead of casting Triton. But then that just leaves my Cherie open to getting teleported from Mu onto really any spot and then engaging again anyways. So my opponent tries to just faction buff, give Bozo slightly more tankiness. It is Langrisser, pretty high health, or a pretty high defense here. The health is a bit lacking, but you know, what can you do? And with all of that damage up effects, we just rip right through the Bozo. 30% plus 15% from the hat, and we just go right through. I didn't even bring Legion here, I still brought the 3C. So that's how powerful this Cherie is. Just take the kill, move back, my opponent immediately concedes. So I thought this was quite fun, quite hilarious. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time.